News highlight in the past 24 hours. Tinubu seeks Senate approval for $516 million Sokoto to Badagry highway loan. President Bola Tinubu has formally requested the Senate's approval for a fresh external borrowing of $516.3 million to finance key sections of the proposed Sokoto-Badagry superhighway, a flagship infrastructure project under his administration's development agenda. The request was conveyed in a letter addressed to Senate President Godswill Akpabio and read during plenary on Thursday, initiating legislative consideration of the funding plan. According to the president, the loan, expected to be secured from Deutsche Bank, will be used to construct sections 1, 1A, and 1B of the ambitious 1,000-kilometer highway. The project is designed to connect Nigeria's northwest to the southwest, creating a major economic corridor. Iyabo Obasanjo faults 2027 consensus process, cites irregularities. Iyabo Obasanjo, a former Ogun governorship hopeful on the All Progressives Congress (APC) platform, has raised concerns over the process that produced the party's consensus candidate ahead of the 2027 general election. On April 13, 2026, Dapo Abiodun, governor of Ogun, announced Solomon Adeola, senator representing Ogun West, as the preferred governorship candidate of the APC in the state for the 2027 elections. Abiodun made the announcement during a caucus meeting of the party held in Abeokuta. The governor said the decision followed consultations within the party leadership, adding that the endorsement was aimed at ensuring continuity and unity within the APC. The daughter of former President Olusegun Obasanjo had subsequently suspended her aspiration in the wake of the arrangement. In a statement on Thursday, Obasanjo said although she supported the adoption of the consensus option to reduce tension and strengthen party unity, aspects of its implementation in Ogun fell short of expectations. El Rufai trial, DSS, asks court to shield witnesses' identities. The Department of State Services, DSS, has approached a federal high court seeking permission to conceal the identities of two witnesses scheduled to testify in the ongoing trial of Nasir El Rufai. El Rufai was on Thursday arraigned on a 5-count amended charge bordering on the alleged unauthorized access to a telephone conversation involving Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. Following the arraignment, DSS counsel Oluwole Aladeloye urged the court to allow the witnesses to testify under pseudonyms and outside public view. He argued that such measures were necessary to safeguard their security, noting that both the witnesses and their families could face potential harm from individuals sympathetic to the defendant. Iran seizes MSC Francesca, Epaminondas ships in Strait of Hormuz. The Iranian Navy has announced the seizure of 2 cargo vessels attempting to exit the Gulf through the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz in a move that underscores escalating regional tensions. According to Iranian authorities, the vessels, the Panama-flagged MSC Francesca and the Greek-flagged Epaminondas, were intercepted for allegedly operating without the required permits and for tampering with their navigation systems. The incident marks the first such maritime seizure since the outbreak of hostilities involving Iran, United States, and Israel earlier this year, signaling a potential escalation in the already volatile security environment across the Gulf. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, Navy warned that any actions perceived as threatening order or safety in the strait would be treated as a red line, reinforcing Tehran's firm stance on maritime security in the region. Reports from BBC indicate that Iranian forces initially opened fire on the Epaminondas after the vessel reportedly ignored warnings to retreat. The ship, operated by a Greek company, came under attack approximately 20 nautical miles northwest of Oman, sustaining damage to its bridge from gunfire and rocket-propelled grenades.